Welcome to Finding God in the Times of COVID. Today is June the 16th, which here in Vermont anyway, it means that we are just a few hours into the emergency order related to COVID being lifted. I believe that the stats are that Vermont's the first state in the country to achieve an 80% vaccination rate, first dose, for those who are eligible. So there's a lot to celebrate and be thankful for, the whole litany of gratitudes. And also, of course, a complication of it, of the emergency order being lifted here, is that, we also hear of other places around the world where the virus is raging, especially the Delta variant. And we heard yesterday that in India, they think the number of fatalities is something like 6 times higher than what's been reported. So we certainly keep all these things in our hearts, our prayers, as we move forward with some gratitude for some more openness. I got my meditation bell this morning to do a little meditation with us, and saw there was a little bug belly up in the bottom of it, and I wondered if that was meaningful in some way. And I was glad to see that after it was still, that there was some movement, so I could toss it over the edge to see what the experience was for the bug that spent the night in there. Gratefulness.org gave us this quote yesterday. Once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through, how you managed to survive. But one thing is certain. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. That's what the storm is all about. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person that walked in. That's what the storm's all about. And if what Marukami says is true, you also don't necessarily remember how you made it through. Carried by things that are a mystery, God found in times like these. I'll invite us to a little meditation. So not that the storms of life are ever over, as long as we're this side of death's door. But you might take a moment to reflect on whatever the last storm of your life has been. And maybe you're still in it, or maybe you've made it through. We might call to mind, to our heart, what the qualities of the storm were like, and if we were to break it down to small pieces, what we did to make it through each little step of the way. Who was involved? How did it feel? What were our thoughts? What was our stress, our strain? What were our hopes? What was our joy? And with each sub-chapter of the larger story, might we find a way to give thanks, to be grateful for the presence of God in the midst of each little piece. a little gratefulness. And some prayer and action for whatever steps are next for us, for our neighbors, as we live with COVID. And as we move through to the next stages, full of their complexities and uncertainties and storms that will come again after the blue skies of today. Blessings on your day.